Let's move to a huge story in the world of sports talk. Shannon Sharpe says he'll be leaving Undisputed, breaking up with his co-host Skip Bayless after the conclusion of the NBA Finals. According to reports, Tony, Skip Bayless, he's looking for a replacement who won't argue with him so much, won't, debate him as so much.
Smart.
Yeah, we totally agree with what Skip is doing here.
Absolutely.
Why would anyone in their right mind want to have a co-host on their own show who disagrees with everything they say? Would you want that, Tony?
No.
I mean, that makes absolutely no sense, right?
100%.
I mean, you can have compelling, interesting conversation, just like the one we're having right now, and agree on everything, right?
You hit the nail smack on the head as usual. I got nothing further to add because you nailed it.
There you go. See,
there you
people,
go.
That's how it's done.
That's how you do it right there.
Look, perfect timing, because to discuss this, we got our guest coming on the line. So let's bring him on the FUSCO Satellite Network.
FUSCO Satellite Network.
All right, this guy is a former Pro Bowl defensive end. He played 10 seasons in the National Football League. Bills, Chargers, Cowboys, Jaguars. And not just shitty Jaguar teams, actually good Jaguar teams.
Yeah, the good team,
So anyway, he's making a name for himself in broadcasting. He's been on a bunch of shows, but never this one. So I'm sure this is a huge deal for him right now. Let's bring him on here. Marcellus Wiley, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, man, this is what it feels like to be at the top of the mountain, man. I finally made it, Mama.
There you go. That's how you do it. There you go.
To you. We want to get your thoughts on this whole Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless breakup, since you used to work at FS1. Now apparently the reports are that Skip wants to replace Shannon with someone who agrees with him, and we think that's the totally right approach. You've hosted these debate shows. Don't you think it's just better for everybody if the other person just agrees with everything you say? I know Tony agrees with me on that, don't you?
100% all the time.
There's no way. And look, if Skip is waiting for somebody to agree with him to be his co-host, he going to be doing that show by his damn self for the rest of his life. Ain't nobody going to fully agree with Skip. I don't even think Skip agrees with him. Depends on if it's a Monday or Tuesday. The opinions will change. Oh, man. I just think that what happened is Skip is stuck in his ways. He's been uber successful at yelling at people and yelling at players. And another guy finally got as big as him, if not bigger. And he didn't want to change the game plan, didn't want to share the reps. And that's what happened.
You do have some experience here, right? You co-hosted Speak for Yourself with Jason
Whitlock.
Which, from all reports, was an absolutely miserable experience for you and also the viewers at home.
And for us and the viewers,
the show was called Speak for Yourself, yet every time you tried to speak, Whitlock would interrupt you. Now, take us behind the curtain. How heated did it become backstage? Did Whitlock ever try and sit on you or something like that?
As big as Whitlock is, I'm bigger, so he better not. I got these younger muscles, so that would have hurt. No, what's funny about Whitlock? He actually is a great listener. He does have very concrete opinions. Hard to move him off his opinion, but he is open to it. We only had two contentious moments where we were about to really take it to another level. Other than that, he had respect for me, so I actually had it good. A few of our guests, he undressed them on air, undressed them off air. And I thought that was a little crossing the line. But other than that, it was fun, man. I like actually working with Whitlock.
It's hard to move Whitlock off of anything, especially a chair, from what I've heard. But, there you go. But hold on. The Skip Bayless job is available. You do have experience there. Would you take it if it was offered to you?
Man, I mean, look, I'm going to get corny and cliche, never say never, but nah. What I know of it, 3:30 in the morning wake-up call, got to deal with Skip in terms of him controlling the show, not creating the show, not creating the content.
You do bring up an interesting point. These guys have to get up so early. If anyone asks me to get up before 11 a.m., I'm angry. What if they put Undisputed on it, let's say 3 p.m., maybe 7 p.m.? Do you think everyone would just be happier?
I think so. I mean, more than that, I just don't believe what we do for a living, which is just talk about sports. You have to prepare longer than the actual show is.
Exactly. That's why we get on the show with no prep. We just show up and start
We show up and we go. And it professional.
Works perfectly.
And we agree all the time.
Here. Let's just do a quick, we got a lot of viewers here, a lot of eyeballs on the show. Let's do an audition right now. All right? Pretend you're auditioning for Undisputed. Skip just said LeBron is a total failure and embarrassment to the NBA. What do you say back to that?
golly, I mean, like, you know what? What do they say? Don't respond to fools because from a distance they can't tell who is who. I would look like Skip trying to argue that. Like, it's insane.
Already not
That's
going
partly
well.
why I don't even want to do the show, because it's like they're so extreme.
Not enough agreement.
I'm not a debater. I'm a discusser. And plus, I got too much love for LeBron. I think he's the GOAT. If he's not, he's number 2 all time. And he's totally horrible. I just laugh at Skip at those moments. I couldn't even do it.
Probably best that you don't audition for that
Yeah,
job.
don't even bother.
That was
You're
a
not
terrible
getting
take
it.
too anyway.
Yeah.
You know, staying in the field of sports talk, Kendrick Perkins said ESPN should talk less LeBron and more Jokic. Now, you know, ESPN
Great
has been
call.
losing all these viewers, bleeding. Don't you think that strategy of more Jokic talk would save the network?
Jokic all the time, Jokic.
I think they should, but at the same time, you can't force it. Here's the thing. It's not just because he's not American born or he's a European player. It's his style of play that is just not as attractive. I give it to you like this. When we first saw Kristaps Porzingis hit the league, they were talking a lot about him, a 7'3" unicorn that can shoot 3-pointers, because his style of play was athletic. When you look at Jokic, he's barely above the floor. So you're like, okay, that's part one. Part two is big men don't sell sneakers. Used to be an adage. A lot of people said. That's why the Jordans are so popular.
You know what,
That's
Tony?
a guard.
This is not interesting at all. We're just going to move on. You know, sorry, we apologize. Kendrick Perkins maybe should
Nobody
not
want to talk about that.
You know, it's not your fault. It's Kendrick Perkins' fault.
Yeah, we shouldn't have listened to him.
We should have
Simone
listened. All right,
Biles.
let's move to the NFL, right? You played for the
Flip-flopping.
Dallas Cowboys, right? You just saw the news. Antonio Callaway,
So
wide receiver,
disappointing.
dropped by the team after he drove with a suspended license. Don't you think this was a mistake by Callaway? You know, because if you want to make the Cowboys roster, don't you have to do a bigger crime like arson or grand larceny? Or, you know, maybe not manslaughter, but assisting in a manslaughter?
Yeah, assisted
Don't you think Callaway should have
manslaughter,
done more
bank
things
fraud.
like that to secure his roster spot?
Yeah, you got to wear a mink coat in July going to court. You remember those days?
go. See, you
There you
understand.
go. That's
Yeah,
when they were good.
Oh man, who hasn't driven with a suspended license though before? Golly, like I'm sorry. No one.
You know, I like where your head's at. All right, keep going.
You guys don't drive in Philly, I guess, because in California out
We
here.
have chauffeurs, but okay.
Yeah.
You know, obviously.
How you
you're
get
not
a
at our level
chauffeur and
yet.
y'all didn't win the Super Bowl? That's only for the Super
Yeah, I
Bowl
don't
champ.
remember you winning a Super Bowl, bud.
Yeah.
Y'all some runner-ups. Y'all, that's what y'all
you
do.
kidding
y'all
me?
run up to places because y'all ain't the champs. Champs get chauffeurs. Y'all runner-ups.
Yeah, this coming from a guy who played for the Chargers and the Jaguars.
Yeah, this guy who's a big Clippers fan. Are you kidding me? This
Yeah, I
guy's
had
talking.
bad
This guy
teammates.
talks about Chip City, Potato Chip City over here, Mister.
Hey,
You
my
kidding?
bell ain't cracked like y'all bell is cracked over there. Oh, little brother want to be New York asses.
Oh,
y'all can't mess with nobody.
Are you
We
kidding?
don't.
Are you kidding?
All right, you know what? Just slow it down there. He's getting a little too big for his britches there.
Yeah. See,
Yep.
this is why it's not working. He has
You know,
to
I don't
agree.
know.
We're trying
Yeah,
to teach
this is-
him.
You know,
have
Tony,
to
this is why
agree
we don't
with
have
your.
guests like this on the show.
Yes.
You know what? Look, we don't want to throw you off just yet because, you know, we believe in agreement. So maybe you'll just
Yup,
we'll give
we're
you
gonna try one more time.
shot here. You know, we don't like to talk politics on the show. But serious business here. Joe Biden just had the Chiefs to the White House to celebrate their dubious Super Bowl win.
Very
Marcellus,
dubious.
You know, don't you think this is a very controversial move for both sides here? Because, you know, given that the result of the Super Bowl is still up for debate, as is the result of the presidential election, don't you think this is a bad move?
Well, I think it's a bad omen because in the situation, like, didn't he just take the jersey and walk away? Didn't grab the helmet? Didn't grab the ball?
We
And
didn't
Kansas
watch.
City-
We
Yeah,
protested.
we didn't watch. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
We're still
it's bad because
disputing the results of the Super
Don't
Bowl.
you agree that we should legislate the result of the Super Bowl first if
Yeah.
we're going to talk to the president? He should
well,
intervene,
first you need to tell Jalen Hurts just hold on to that football that one time.
you kidding?
You know what you can hold on to? You know
Yeah.
what you can hold on to?
Yeah.
You can hold on to a life raft because you're
Yeah,
getting
'cause
thrown
guess
off
what? You're
this ship.
floating
Speak
off
for
the
yourself.
show.
You
You're
can
floating
speak
off
into
the
a
show.
dial tone, 'cause you're
Yeah,
off the
you
show.
must sold us a
Get
bill of
outta
goods.
here.
You're off the
Get your
show.
punt return team better.
We're not
Get your
talking-
punt return team game better.
So
Off
you
the
got
show.
a river. Goodbye.
See ya.
God.
You should go
beat a
work on a show
fourth-string
called
quarterback
Undisputed
team.
and get
Jay.
that's where you go.
FUSCO Satellite Network.
Is he off the line?
Jay, hang up the phone.
You know why that segment didn't work, Tony? There wasn't enough agreement.
Totally right again. Absolutely. Great point.
There you go.